I'm Emily.
I'm Maddie.
And today we will be discussing a business news article from December 20th, 2018 titled, Amazon Error Allowed Alexa User to Eavesdrop on Another Home.
That's crazy. How did that happen?
Basically, this man living in Germany owned an Alexa and he requested to have his files sent back to him to see what Alexa could hear. But when Amazon did that, they accidentally leaked 1,700 files from a complete stranger.
How did that happen?
When was the result of a human error in an isolated single case.
That's a big human error.
The crazy thing is that customer reached out to Amazon, and by the time Amazon responded, he was already able to download all of the files onto his computer, and Amazon couldn't do anything to take them back.
What did he hear?
He was able to hear a man and female companion in their own home having personal conversations.
That reminds me of that murder case that happened in January of 2017 where those two women were killed. According to CBS, a judge ordered Amazon to turn over 2 days of Amazon Echo recordings for the double murder case in New Hampshire. The judge granted a search warrant because there was probable cause to believe that the Echo picked up audio recordings capturing the attack. And this isn't the first time Amazon has had to turn over recordings that prosecutors believe may help a police investigation.
Wow, that's a really slippery slope because on one hand, of course we want to solve murders, but on the other hand, how far can this go? When can police just obtain our personal records? Amazon's not the only company that's quote-unquote always listening. I remember in 7th grade, I had a Chromebook, and at any time I could always say, "Okay, Google," and the search engine would pop up. And I didn't realize it at the time because no one was talking about like new technology and whatever, and so I didn't realize that had to mean that the computer was always listening.
Yeah, that's the same with Apple and like Siri, and how when you say, "Hey Siri," it always listens to you, and so your phone's constantly on you and it's constantly listening to everything you're saying, and Apple has all those audio recordings somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I also think it's crazy, like going back to the Alexa, going back to Amazon, as they're obviously connected. I could be talking about how I want a new toothbrush, right? Like, I don't like my toothbrush. Well, come the next day, I'm on Amazon and it's right there. Like, suggestions for Emily, like these Sonic toothbrushes, I think it's really crazy. Like, what kind of terms and conditions are we accepting?
Exactly. Everyone just reads straight through them and no one thinks to like actually sit down and read them before you click yes to sign away your privacy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't read them.
Oh, neither do I.
I mean, I think in learning about this, it's super important to talk about because now it gives people that extra thought. Like, maybe I should read these. What can people listen to?
Exactly. I think just thinking about like what you're giving away and like what people are listening to, it's good to keep yourself informed.
Yeah, and people might argue like, oh, if you're not doing anything wrong, what do you have to hide? And I don't think it's really about that. It's my privacy, they're my conversations, like you could be talking about very personal things, and the fact that this happened in Germany and someone was able to access all of that is terrifying.
Exactly, of all the times that could have gone unnoticed and all those audio files that other people could have gotten and received, and they just didn't report anything to the police or to Amazon, and now they have all these audio recordings that aren't theirs that they could be doing dangerous stuff with.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a possibility, and in the world we live in today, there are a lot of hackers and whatnot, and people are always worried about them, but when I think about this, like, this man in Germany, he didn't hack anyone, like, he just requested his own audio files, and just because of a human error on the Amazon side, got access to all of people's personal information.
Exactly. Like, what if someone in those audio recordings had been on the phone talking about, like, passwords and personal bank statements? Like, now all of that's leaked out.
Yeah, I just think it's really crazy. Well, let's go and see what Alexa has to say about all of this. Alexa, how are you today?
Did you ever try to write a poem and it turns out bad, but somehow that's good? That's how I'm feeling.
All right, Alexa. Are you always listening?
By default, I only send audio back to Amazon when you activate me. For more information, and to view Amazon's privacy notice, visit the help section of your Alexa app or alexa.amazon.com.
Alexa, what is the privacy policy?
Privacy policy is usually defined as a statement detailing policies that an organization or party uses to collect or hide information about an end user or customer of the organization, particularly where it concerns private information.
Alexa, what is the Alexa privacy policy?
By default, I only send audio back to Amazon when you activate me. For more information and to view Amazon's privacy notice,
Alexa.
visit the help section of
Thank you for your time today.
Anytime.
When we interviewed Alexa, she said that she only sends information back to Amazon when she's activated. And as some people can interpret that as when we say Alexa, I think that it's clear that that's not what it means by activated, since that person had access to 1,700 files. And I know for a fact that they did not say Alexa before every conversation they had.
Well, if you take away one thing from today, I think it's important to read the terms and conditions because you never know what you're agreeing to.
I'm Alexa.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Maddie.
And thanks for listening to our podcast today.